Welcome to Phonemic Awareness. Phonemic awareness is part of the larger skill of phonological awareness. Phonological awareness is the ability to, number one, listen to a sentence and break the stream of sound into its separate words in one's head, crucial for being able to succeed at a sentence dictation exercise. Number two, listen to a multisyllabic word and break it into syllables in one's head. Number three, listen to one syllable, either a real word or a nonsense syllable, and break it into its component phonemes in one's head. And phonemic awareness is just the third part, number three. A good definition would be that phonemic awareness is the ability to notice, think about, count, and manipulate the phonemes in a spoken word without seeing it in print. Again, a phoneme is a tiny unit of sound that can't be broken down any further. You can't get any smaller than t or a. Different languages use a limited number of all the hundreds of phonemes a human baby can produce. American babies can do a Zulu click, or the beautiful French U sound, or a rolled Spanish R, but gradually they listen to the adults around them and pare down to the phonemes employed by English. How many phonemes do you think spoken English uses? If you guessed between 40 and 44, you're right. And if you're thinking, uh-oh, there are only 26 letters to represent 44 phonemes, you're also right. A major problem in English. Now, let's try an exercise in phonemic awareness. Say the word male. How many phonemes do you hear? If you said 4, you're thinking of the spelling of the word. If you said 3, you're right. A, ol. Now say it again, but don't say ol. If you said may, you're right. Now say male again and change the long A sound A to a long I sound I. If you said mile, you're right. Now say the word mile and change m to p. If you said pile, you're right. Now say shrimp. How many phonemes? If you said 6, don't forget sh is 2 letters representing one phoneme, and we're counting phonemes, not letters. If you said 5, you're right. Most children master phonemic awareness by the time they are in kindergarten or first grade. However, there are a significant number who do not, and here it is important to point out that the 0 to 3.9 grade equivalent adult learner who needs alphabetics instruction is highly likely to be learning disabled, dyslexia being the most common learning disability. A well-respected definition of dyslexia stresses the centrality of a phonological processing deficit, and the bold print is mine. So what can we do to help our adult learners strengthen their phonemic awareness? The good news is, as we teach alphabetics, we are also strengthening phonemic awareness. But there are also some activities that explicitly address this skill. The only equipment you might need are small mirrors, either the plain rectangular kind or larger plastic ones with handles, both available at stores such as the chain pharmacies. These activities are explained in more detail in works by Marilyn Jager Adams, Patricia and Phyllis Lindemood, Jerome Rosner, and Robin Schwartz, among others. Ask students to simply repeat a phoneme. Using mirrors, help them to describe how the sound is made. Number 2, the teacher says two sounds and asks the student to say if they are the same or different. Number 3, the teacher says a series of unrelated phonemes in a row, asks students to count them, then represent them with colored tiles using Ekonin boxes. Number 4, the teacher says a word but stretches out the sounds and asks the student to echo, then tell what the word is. Number 5, the teacher asks students to find all the objects around the room that begin with a certain phoneme. Number 6, the teacher says 3 words, all but one begin with the same phoneme, and asks students to pick out which word doesn't belong. Number 7, the teacher does the same with final consonant phonemes. This is very difficult. Number 8, the teacher mixes up saying one initial phoneme and 2 consonant blends like SP and asks students if they hear 1 or 2 sounds. Number 9, the teacher does compound word deletion, then phoneme deletion. Say the word notebook. Now say it again, but don't say note, and the answer is book. Proceed to say the word pan. Now say it again, but don't say p, and the answer is an. Number 10, the teacher does phoneme manipulation, also very hard. Say the word cow. Now change k to h, and the answer is how. These activities are explained in more detail in works by Marilyn Yeager Adams, Patricia and Phyllis Lindemood, Jerome Rosner, and Robin Schwartz, among others. And again, they are saved in a document, Strengthening Phonemic Awareness, in this section. Here are examples of Ekonin boxes pioneered by the Russian psychologist D.B. Ekonin. The student listens to a word, separates it into phonemes, and moves a tile into a box for each phoneme. The tiles can be one color for consonants, another for vowels. Eventually, the student can use the foam letters that go with the Wilson Magnetic Journal and can move to writing the letter or letters, such as CH, in the box that represents the phoneme. What's next? A reminder to find the Strengthening Phonemic Awareness handout if you haven't already, and then go to the Quick Knowledge Check activity found after this module.